See, look at that. See the herald to his left?
My lords and ladies, pay heed. Here opens the court of their majesties, Eckehard and Jane.
Good morning, everybody. It's a lovely day. It's a little brisk, but it'll be a fine day to get some airs. We look forward to seeing some great contests of wills today. Master, do you have anything?
We're so happy to be here with everybody. It's so nice to see people. It's great. We're having a fabulous time. So we're very much looking forward to today, and thank you to Your Excellencies very much for making this happen.
Indeed. Thank you, Your Majesties.
We just want to say a thank you to Mary Fenton. She is the site coordinator here for this lovely, lovely site, and she has done some amazing work to be able to make this event happen. So we just want to say a big thank you to her. If you happen to see her around today, tell her thank you. Yeah. Also, Lady Eva, inside in the ANS, she has a lending library, so there's several books in there. If you'd like to go check out any ANS books, please go do that. There's several ANS in there, and there's also the
Temporal and cultural lending.
yes, all the competitions, and there is an auction going on as well. So try to make your way inside to check all that out today as well.
Their Majesties ask for the presence of Mistress of East Clermont.
Remain standing.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Denise, we would just like to take a moment and personally thank you for all the hard work that you've done that gone into the shield tree, painting all the devices. We know that you do all that for us just so we can have a great day and look at a great shield tree and know who's on the field. And we just want to take a personal moment and thank you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It's my honor.
Levi?
For Mistress of East, for painting the arms and devices for our shield tree.
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
Their Majesties now request the presence of Milady Rachna Linda.
Now, lady, you have been instrumental in making sure that your Lord looks wonderful, and you look wonderful, and your children. You are always working with the children, and you are making sure that all of y'all are just tip-top shape. And we want to recognize that. And today we would like to give you a floral branch. And this was actually made by Master Christopher.
As a garden must be tended to bring forth brilliant blooms, so has Lady Rachna Blinda tended her needle to clothe herself and her family in verdant garb. For this work and artistry, we, Eckehard and Jane, King and Queen of Atlantia, do hereby induct her into our Order of the Coral Branch, done on the 6th day of November, Anno Cietatis 56, at Crown Tournament, in the barony of Duncarrick.
Thank you.
For Lady Rachna, newest member of the Coral Branch.
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
Their Majesties now summon before them their Order of the Pearl.
It's actually easier to have the non-person dolphins just take a step back.
This is such a wonderful and beautiful order, but I'm afraid that it is not complete. And I think we need to possibly add someone to this order.
Their Majesties now summon forth Lady Adelaide Halfpint.
Lady Adelaide, we've already talked this morning on various times about garb, about how to make it pretty, amazing. And the last event in which Her Majesty I attended, you wore a most magnificent garb with the piggy pink.
And they were pink.
And they were pink, which is Hello Kitty pink.
Yes, Hello Kitty pink.
Quite good. We have pulled this order and the response is overwhelming. And we like to think we are just monarchs and listen to the people. And so we have nothing but joy to ask. There is.
Your Majesty.
Oh, there she is.
I had it ready.
Would you like to talk about it?
Oh, yes, sorry. So this, well, no. Oh, it's just the clasp.
Okay.
Okay, we'll fix it.
No, no.
We'll fix it. It was made by Edgar, worn by myself, and Godfrey.
What joy lies waiting, ready in her brush or needle, each spilling worlds out, like the decanting of sweet wine, which flows in, then takes shape, flush to the vessel's curve. Such satisfaction, from nothing but smooth fabric or the inkwell's depth, creation she shapes anew. Before the last press, fruit is tended, then gathered. Unseen effort, it can be tasted still in final proof as invisible expertise. What a vintner's here. She bottles beauty, captivating through detail and craftsmanship unequaled, matching each pigment or flourishing stitch like wine perfectly mirrors the glass in which it rests. Thus do we, King Eckehard and Jane, Regina Atlantia, make thee, Adelaide, the pearl placed in our next toast. We raise this rich cup that Cleopatra, queen of endless luxury herself, may envy its brightness. Such is your art's shine that the pearls of eastern kingdoms she coldly crumbled to win Mark Antony's bet turn to sand compared to the precious drafts pouring from your careful hands.
It was Lord Ari.
And the scroll was made by Lord Ari.
As my champion Lord Ishmael says. To Adelaide.
For Lady Adelaide, nearest companion of the Order of the Pearl.
Take care, everyone.
Your Majesties now request the presence of Baron Leonard.
Your Excellency, we've talked, and would you please go get the person with which we have business with? I will.
Uh-oh.
Your Excellency. Your Excellency. Please, come first. Your Excellency, we have for some time been graced by the work of your hands to give out to our hearts. And every time I have signed my name to it, I have been thrilled in the beginning of it.
Your Majesties now summon before them their Order of the Laurel.
We got you, boo.
Your Excellency. Her Majesty, I have simply one question for you. Would you like to join us?
We believe there is some regalia. Is there a hood?
Is there a hood?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Cold day such as this.
On a cold such a day such as this. Your Excellency, if you would allow me.
I have the honor of participating in yet another elevation ceremony. And because we couldn't get your excellent cloak away from you, we made a hood. And on it has your dragonfly and the laurel wreath that you so richly deserve. And her mod button. Hopefully, it'll fit well enough for now.
The hood is a reminder of the shelter you received as a student. The same shelter you shall now provide to those.
And it's ridiculously long.
Yes, I will.
Those who seek your wisdom and your assurance. Let the weight of this garment remind you of your duty and of your fortune. All the time. This is your time. So comfortable. Yes, sir. Is there a medallion?
Anything wrong?
I gotta find out if my
Would you
friends
like to speak on this one?
Yes. This medallion is from Saniva, and she sent it to Anira, and Anira sent it to me, and now it was made by Theora for Eldred, and he gave it to Anira, and she gave it to Saniva. With you, it returns to Atlantia as your household.
Geneva called it Shablam, but says maybe you will come up with a better name.
In ancient Rome, a wreath of laurel leaves was worn on the head as a symbol of triumph. In Greek mythology, Apollo, patron of poetry, music, and athletics, is often seen wearing a laurel wreath on his head. It is believed by many that these leaves could inspire creativity through symbolic dreams when placed under the pillow. Laurel leaves are above all a symbol of eternal glory, of special achievement, success, and triumph. This particular serene and austere wreath was crafted with love by Mistress Eleanor Hamilton. It lights up.
It lights up!
And I have a dragon. Words.
They only must be heartfelt. If you are not,
No, I can word. As long as they don't have to be full sentences. There is a joy in creating and a joy in this day. And I love that I can share my joy with Atlantia, and I will continue to do so.
we hear your oath. It is fine indeed. It is spoken with a true heart, one that is given. For our part, we will do all that we can while we sit the throne to support you in the beautification of Atlantis. And also, once we depart the throne, know that we shall personally worship you. So say we, Eckehard. Now, I'm going to see this.
Probably not.
Rise the laurel of our society.
We, Eckehard and Jane, King and Queen of Atlantia, do agree with wise counsel that Magistra Letitia Thistlethwaite has for some time been displaying those attributes accustomed to be observed in our companions of our skilled and respected order of excellence in the arts and sciences. Demonstration of superior talent at the arts of calligraphy and bookbinding, and willingness to share knowledge thereof are notable and valued attributes. It has been remarked that this lady's steps should be imitated, so that we are further encouraged to recognize her as a companion of our Order of the Laurel. She shall agree to observe the statutes, laws, privileges, and liberties of this noble order, and not reveal its secrets. We also require that she will uphold the honor of our kingdom, and will counsel the crown in things lawful and honest. In return, this mistress of the world shall have and possess, now and hereafter, all honors, tokens, titles, burdens, and privileges afforded to one of such station. Moreover, we will and decree that these things be made known on this 6th day of November, Anno Societatis 56, in our barony of Dunkerque.
Please turn and greet your order.
Your ears may not be quite so good.
Strong Letitia, newest member of the Order of the Laurel.
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
so that is all that we're going to do this morning. There'll be some more.
Got some over here.
We're going to take a few minutes and get set up for the processional. I would ask that everybody turn off your cell phones. We have very little connectivity here, and so we want to try to use it all for the live stream.
There are hot mics everywhere, so be aware of what you say.
Whatever you say on this site is going to be recorded. And somebody who doesn't know the SCA is going to hear it.
There being no further business, herein closes the court of Eckehard and Jane, King and Queen of Atlantia. Vivat Atlantia!
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
Heart of true service neath pelican's wings, the beautiful gift that your presence brings. Whether she's clothed in beautiful dresses or armed to the teeth in archer's array, great power this baroness possesses, a heart of service for all in her way. Heart of true service neath pelican's wings, the beautiful gift that your presence brings. Hospitality shows sincerely, much pride she takes in the populace care. In defense of those in need, comes fiercely to all those who stand in her path. Beware. Heart of true service neath pelican's wings, the beautiful gift that your presence brings. To those seeking for its understanding, advice to give those pursuing a dream, her wit and spirit the room commanding, no stranger she to antics or schemes. Heart of true service neath pelican's wings, the beautiful gift that your presence brings. Heart of true service neath pelican's wings, the beautiful gift that your presence brings.
You're first in line.
I'm first in line?
Yes.
Something says Monday,
Okay. Okay. So let's take a look at okay, we need to take a set to make sure the royals are still, we've got a good, yep. How's that?
Ribbon is second.
And I've got how's the level on that? That feels a little
Eat it!
Well, you can get in line.
Is there a bubble? There's a bubble. Okay.
Okay, this works.
See if the star will.
Okay. Want to adjust something if I...
Yeah, I couldn't see you, and I was like.
Are we to get my parasol?
Right, because you were like.
Try 9. I was wide open before. Whoa.
Right here, right here.
Okay, and we're proceeding from both sides. Okay. That's swing. All right, I'm moving this table a little bit so I can walk it, so I can walk around it.
Yep.
Right, I just want to be able to walk to that side if I have to.
And reverse.
I'm trying to get out of the
You're gonna be like the ride guy at Disneyland. Hey, we got some photos of the great photos. $20.
Every time I pay for my gas money, take a picture of you talking to
I've got a printer that'll print the cell phone. I know. People keep telling me.
I'm not saying I'm going to fight 2 towards the head of shield. $10 a pop.
I would always I got that. We went over this.
Trying to use his camera. We are. It's the ground. I'm trying to find a level. That's better there. That just doesn't seem like my first one is
I mean, for 10 minutes, ain't that long. It doesn't. For 10 minutes, that's not that long. Right.
My lords, my ladies, good populace of Atlanta, we are about to begin our crown tournament. Hear the words of their majesty.
We thank everybody for coming. At Queen's Rapier, we got some news that one of our roses had crossed the Rainbow Bridge. And at that time, I tasked the poet Atlanta to write a poem in her remembrance to read at the Rose Tourney at War of the Wings. As such, as didn't have War of the Wings this year because of the plague, I've asked her to read it now.
To saddened hearts and aching souls we sing, of sorrow slowly walking in our midst, from lost and loved of grief and mourning spring. If tears should tender flow, do not resist. We sing of tireless heart and thoughtful hand that brightly bore the crown with grace and bloom, and planted joy and warmth across the land. This royal rose was plucked so kindly soon. May memory last forever and a day. Cherish countless trees tomorrow.
Goodbye.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117
Her Majesty and I knew Countess Louise Chevalier very personally. She was on the throne for our first pendant. It means a tremendous much to me personally to stand here now as the crown and give remembrance to her. All the two questions.
My lords, my ladies, now begins the presentation of the combatants and the consorts who will vie for the crown of Atlanta. Good herald.
Fighting for the honor of Lady Hrefna Blinda, Lord Hakon Rimil, bearing or a pale azure, between in best two ravens volant, adorst in chevron inverted sable.
Very first.
It'll be a fun day, no matter the outcome. What you cherish today is the companions around you.
Fighting for Baroness Edith Woodrose, Lord Balin Dossier, bearing sable between two lions combatants, a fleur-de-lis oar, a chief, checky, sable, and oar.
Well, Balin, as I understand, this is your first crown tournament.
It is.
I am privileged that you would choose to fight in this crown tournament. I know that you have a very worthy conflict. I look forward to seeing how you guys handle. So remember, at the end of the day, win or lose, it's all about.
So beautiful. Thank you.
Fighting for the honor of Baroness Sarah Davingenza, bearing Vert, a bear's paw print sinister bendwise oar, within a bordure argent, Baron Cormac Regan.
Your Majesties, Your Excellencies, and the gathered populace of Atlantia, I fight for the honor of the beautiful Baroness Sarah, and I hope to make her queen this day. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, there's no problem.
Right.
Just another day until they offer you a seat inside.
Thank you so much.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
Fighting for the honor of Baroness Cassandra Warwick, Lord Griffin Warwick, under the arms of Sherban, Argent and Quarterly, Sable and Gold, 3 continental panthers combatant Sable, incensed Gold and a wolf's head, Cabosse Argent.
Your Majesties, I am Griffin Warwick.
I have the honor to fight for my wife of 3 decades, Baroness Cassar Warwick. There's little more that I can say than what I've said for the last 30 years. As you wish.
Oh. Well said. Well said indeed.
And we know that she was very proud of you. We look forward to seeing her sometime.
She's on routine. I think we're both participating here today. We just got to understand. I have no doubt that we will be fine by now.
Watching the audio.
Fighting for the honor of Lord Magnus Ulfson, bearing Purpale, Azure, and Vert, a puffin rising to sinister within a bordure embattled or Baroness Caterina di Paolo.
Your Majesties, my beloved Atlantia, I fight for Lord Magnus, who is often silent, and so I am loud. And I proclaim to all that without him I could not stand here before you. I have many physical disabilities, and he helps in every way he can to make sure that I can take the field. He constantly puts me first. He constantly cares about every facet of my joy. And so, and he brings so much fun into my life that I can only say, my love, I will never give you up. I will never let you go. I will never run around and desert you. Never, ever, ever will I make you cry, tell a lie, say goodbye, or hurt you. Your Majesties, I can think of no one better than my beloved.
That's good. That's good.
If I am so fortunate as to be your heirs, understand that he will be the troll prince, because that is his nature, and I must honor that.
We play to our strengths.
Indeed.
We do what we can.
Magnus, you are the conflict.
Thank you both for participating today.
Thank you for accepting us into your contract.
Cindy.
Fighting for the honor of my lady Astrid von Guthenbach. Under the arms per chevron, embattled sable and ore, 3 Maltese crosses in chevron, and a griffin sergeant counterchain, is Lord Hugo von Guthenbach.
Majesty, I fight this day to honor my lovely wife, Astrid. Whose strong will, caring embrace, and unparalleled beauty inspire me to be my best self, both on and off the field. And I am honored to carry her favor.
Lord Hugo, I expect to see great things from you today, to be honest. I expect to see you to affect this list. And I have no doubt that you shall not disappoint.
Fighting for the honor of Lady Andromeda Xanthia, bearing or a sword inverted, and on a chief sable 3 crosses couped or Lord Marcus de Rapp.
Who I am is of little importance. Today, my lady brings me here through her own force of inspiration, next to which no strength of arm can hold consequence. It is by her grace and to my fortune and to the fortune of all that she allows me to fight for the right to place the crown upon her head. For we both know that it is no small task to wear one. It is with this knowledge of duty and strength of inspiration that I herald my lady, the one with the grace that's required to be the next queen of Atlantia, my lady Andromeda.
Hi.
You can stand. Lord Marcus, I have known you since you started in the SCA, and it does my heart joy to see you in our crown tournament today. And I would be more than blessed to have you as my heir, for I feel that I have had a part in your coming up. Lady Andromeda, we are new friends.
Yes.
And though we may not yet be close friends, I believe we are true friends. We look forward to seeing everything happen. It's a great day. It's a great day.
Lovely. Thank you.
Fighting for the honor of Mistress Phelan to England and Phelan, bearing Dindy, Sinister, Or, and Azure, a fox, tools, and a wingless ripple argent combatant, Lord James of Corinthia.
Atlantia, behold, my wife! She inspires me every day with her strength, her skill, and her tolerance to put up with me. And if she can put up with me, more than likely, she could probably put up with the kingdom. Or she'll throttle me in my sleep tonight. I don't know. We'll find out. Mistress Phelan the Unpronounceable.
Remember, no matter how the journey goes, it's about this right now. How this makes you feel, and how this dream resonates with it all. Thank you for participating.
Fighting for the honor of Maestras Kella Moore, bearing her pale, vert and oar, on a Talbot sable, a spear fesswise oar, Master Ulrich the Man.
Your Majesty, you did bid us to speak words of how we were inspired by our consort. Your Majesties, Your Excellencies, all those that are gathered here, I ask you to look at this beautiful woman who has stood by me for many years, traveling the length and breadth of the Society of Creative Anachronisms, even to Europe, to support me in my endeavors. Look upon her generosity, her dedication to service, her assistance to others throughout her career in the SCA. I ask you all, how could I not be but inspired to put this lady on the throne as queen, as I saw her beside me at that first court when we were invested as Baron and Baroness, and I looked over and I realized that I did not want to fight crown for myself anymore. I wanted to fight crown because this woman, I believe, should be a queen of Atlantia.
Well spoken, Master Albert. Well spoken.
We have no doubt that you will bring her great honor, and you always do. And we will bring her great honor.
So we're going to let it's got nothing to do with this answer. But thank you guys.
Thank you, Majesty.
think he's probably going to take your road.
I'll be your head girl. Don't worry. Anytime.
Fighting for the honor of Lady Celestris, Alexander de Amines, under the arms Cacao, Azure, and Sable, are going between two comets disarmed, respected or is Master Baru Batalia, known affectionately as Goomy.
Excellencies, Your Majesties, Lady Celestina is the reason I'm here today, and the thing that inspires me most. Though she is small in stature, she has an enormous sense of adventure, and it is that I bring with me onto the field today.
Yep. This is foreshadowing.
Thank you.
Good luck today.
Thank you. Thank you, Master.
Fighting for the honor of Lady Ava Deinhardt, bearing azure, a stag springing between launches, Bryony Argent, Sir Carlisle Jameson.
Your Majesties and assembled populace, it is indeed my honor to fight for Lady Ava Deinhardt. 1 month ago, in the mountains to the west of here, on a battlefield, she agreed to become my wife and married me. On that day, she stunned me with her beauty and her grace and her wit. But that is not what I am going to speak to you of. It is the battlefield. She is also a cunning warrior. Her arrows and her spear has slain many a great fighters. Your Majesties, it is why I bring her to you as my consort for this crown tourney, because I hear a drumming we haven't heard in a long time. The drums of Gulf Wars and Pennsic. And you need heirs at your side that are ready to fight on the field. Your Majesties.
Sir Carlisle, your words ring true to me. And I'd be so honored for both of you to stand beside me on either the Pennsic field or Gulf Wars field, whether I am king at Gulf Wars or a simple knight again at Pennsic.
Thank you.
Good luck today.
Thank you very much.
Fighting for the honor of Lady Marta de Leon, bearing her fin sinister, ghouls and sable, a stag's massacre within a forest argent, Master Thor's Sparks.
Your Majesties, Your Excellencies, and assembled populace. Having been so inspired by my consort, I had no choice but to compose a poem. It is entitled, I Am Moved. I feel drawn in, truly pulled asunder. The feelings of my heart are always clear. Her beauty, her grace leave me in wonder. Everything in my power to keep her near. To earn even a mere gaze I would fight. To bring smiles to her face I would give all. The fire in my heart as I treasure her light casts shadows, and I know I must not fall. The fate of the day is undecided. The regalia taken home may be the same. Full faith, my love can't be unrequited. Together our partnership withstands pain. Fighting until devotion has been proved. I will persist. Continue. I am moved.
You were not the only one, Master Torres. That was very moving. That was very moving. It was not so long ago we both stood across from each other on the field, and you laid your experience bare for all Atlantia to see. And I know in the last few months you have put yourself to the whetstone and sharpened yourself, and I expect to see great things today.
I know. Gold.
fighting for the honor of Ola, Lanea, Ingen, Ue, Carrigan, bearing Argent, a wolf has salt, in chief, 2 ravens rising, respected sable, Sir Alarin, Mop, Blindcoop.
Your Majesties, my dread queen needs no introduction. She is Olam Lanea, and she has bade me come here today and fight in this great tournament, and I will. My left arm is strong.
I know that to win this day is a great joy and yet a great burden. First-hand experience. I wish you all the best. Either way. Thank you.
Fighting for the honor of Mistress Mary Isabel of Heatherstone, bearing her chevron, argent and gold, 2 wolf-headed race sable, and a double-bitted axe, bendwise, sinister argent, Sir Arwin Ludax.
Your Majesties, Your Excellencies, my fair Atlanteans, I come before you today to fight for Mistress Molly, aka Molly.
No shaky.
She is my inspiration. She has been my inspiration for over 20 years. She has been the light in my darkness. And I know no better gift to give to Atlantia than put her on the throne.
You've been playing me, sister. I don't know what I'm going to say.
He didn't.
I did.
He spoke from the heart.
That would be a mighty gift from God.
Fighting for the honor of Lady Vivienne Lafleur, bearing Argent, a stag's head, cabossed, and on a chief embattled sable, 3 crescents Argent, Sir Roussel Tavolier.
I often admit that I'm not a person who's gifted with flowery speech or pretty words. However, I'm asked to speak on Vivian and find out I can talk for days, which I won't. I would speak on her qualities as a mother, caretaker, and artist, her empathy, and frankly for being my partner and best friend. But for today's rites, I would simply say that I have a heart full of confidence knowing that the best thing I can do for this kingdom and its fair people is to make her your heir and every opportunity I've been given, and I appreciate that opportunity.
We thank you both for answering the call. It is my feeling it is the duty of every actor. In the crown tournament, Jesse is won twice. And answer the call of the crown. And I thank you both for arriving today.
Oh, sorry.
Your Majesties, good gentles of Atlantia, I have not one but two commandments to present to you. For they are a fighting pair. Fighting for Duchess Signy Kelly is Lord Thomas de Kilbride. Under the arms for chevron and or and argent. Two flesh hooks inverted, their handles in saltaire circle, and an asp, Sejan Argent. Fighting for Sir Lord Thomas is Duchess Signy Harry, under the arms of Azure, a coney rampant conformity, maintaining a spear and in sinister chief, a crescent pendant, NY Senator Argent.
Atlantia, let me ask, why this unusual pair is together? Simply put, it's friendship. She had asked me to be her consort. I said, well, why don't we both fight? That's what happened. When friendship calls, I answer.
And I am fighting for Lord Thomas, not because he is my beloved, but because he is my friend. And Atlantia knows that I will always fight for my friend. And I am Duchess Signy Harry, and these are my arms. Your Majesties.
Lord Thomas, this is great. Atlantia does indeed know the bonds of friendship well. And if today were to go your way, know that you have our friendship, and we will do all that we can to support you. Your Grace, obviously you need no training on how to do this job.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
You know,
it's going to be a good pairing.
It's going to be a good pairing.
Right?
More fun.
More fun. I thought you would like that.
I did like that.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Thank you, Your Majesty.
That's why you did, you know. Thank you both for that.
We will. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Fighting for the honor of Duke Ragnar Blackhammer, bearing or a peacock in its pride proper, and in base 2 needles inverted in saltire purpur, Duchess Lynette Samir.
Your Majesty's good populace, Her Majesty requested that we speak from our heart on what inspires us, and I'll be very blunt. Ragnar inspires me because after a year or so of being cooped up in a house with him, I have not killed him and I still like him. So, for that and the many other reasons, the reigns that we have had, the friendships we have made, the many years together, Ragnar does inspire me and he is still alive.
At least for now. At least for now.
And we're very glad about that.
We're a little glad.
We're a little attached.
Your Grace, thank you for being our today. We know that you all have really worked for the last 2 years, and you've done well. Not on our staff per se. You're still the Kingdom Chamberlain, and it's still a lot of work. And we appreciate you taking the time to enter our tournament and putting yourself to the hazard of possibly winning enough.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Grace Ragnar, I have Oh, thank you, Your Majesty.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Waiting for the honor of Herzogen, Adelheid, Barry, Checky, Azure, and Orr, 3 mastiffs, Saisons urgent, each forged of a worn out tools. Duke, Cohen, McDay.
Your Majesties, Atlantia, for over 30 years, I have loved and served many fine queens, and any good lady here deserves the chance to rule this fair kingdom. But today I serve a woman who combines the fire and the fun of Queen Aslan, the warmth, Queen Denise, and the grace and beauty of Queen Ariel. Today, I champion Duchess Adelheid. Thank you.
Because, I mean, if this all goes your way, and you get the last.
Yes, Your Majesty, that means most important that I will be there.
I mean, you've done this job. You get to laugh at all my good stuff, and I get to laugh at you going, yeah, but this is yours. I appreciate the listening. It is very motorful, very tight, no fun for me. They ain't gonna be no running. Well, there might be some, but they're not gonna go far. It'll be quick. You think it's really you all have done your especially you swore to be at your corner.
Oh.
Let's retreat this wishes to effect. Atlantia, the fighters and consorts have been presented to us. They're very acceptable. We're going to take a few moments now, and the marshals will meet with them and set the field, and then we'll have a talk with all the fighters and consorts one last time, and then we'll get this tournament started. Thank you all. You guys see everything?